วัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. And we will start with our first participant, which happens to be Kok Seng from Singapore.
Yeah, good evening, Ajaan. I don't have any questions. Last week I was sick, so I was unable to attend. Just for your information, Ajaan.
Okay. We'll go to Switzerland, to Claudia in Switzerland. Claudia?
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tanachan. Glad to be here. I have no questions today. Thank you.
Okay. I'll go to our long-time member who has been away for a while, Sajalka from Maryland, Silver Spring, USA. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ajaan, for your teaching, and that you have been an inspiration to me personally for a long time now. And I think this morning it occurred to me that dukkha is the noble truth that is something that I'm beginning to understand, and why Lord Buddha was talking about started with that dukkha being the noble truth. And I just wanted to appreciate your teaching and join in and listen to your teachings today. But would appreciate your comments if you have any. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a very, very important truth because it deals with our feelings, and nothing else is as noble as the Four Noble Truths, because it tells us what causes our suffering, and it also tells us how to get rid of the suffering. Nothing else in this world can do such a thing. So the Noble Truth is the highest truth, the absolute truth, if you like to say. Once you understand and can practice the Four Noble Truths, then you will be free from suffering forever. Okay. All right.
That's all. Thank you.
You have no comment. You have no question. What have you been doing all this time? Okay.
No, I have actually no comments, but I think I'm trying to practice as much as possible, and each breath counts, and time is running out, but I try to make the most of the time that I have, and so I think I consider myself very lucky to found to Dhamma, and also to come across a teacher like yourself. And I think that is something that I look forward to for the rest of my life, and then would end it at that. Thank you very much.
Yes, the chance of meeting the Buddha's teaching it's not easy. In your next life, you might not be able to come across it. And you will be blind. You will know what to do every time you feel sad or lonely. But now you have the Buddha and his disciple and his teaching to guide you, to tell you how to deal with your sadness, your stress and anxiety and depression. Okay, good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to visit you also. Thank you, Ajaan.
Yeah. Come again whenever you feel like. Even just show your face.
I will. I would love to. Thank you very much, teacher.
Okay. I'll go to Celia in Peru.
Hello, Prajan. Nice to see you. I don't have questions today. I just keep practicing. But actually, what you told me last week about doing death contemplation was really helpful. It really brings me back, and then I can do actually anapanasati. So I wanted to thank you very much for that. Yeah. So just happy to listen today to the session.
Whenever your defilement became stubborn, then you should treat it with death contemplation.
Yes. I can see that it really works for me, like death contemplation and asubha. They're really, really, really good. I think that I should keep on my practice in that way.
You're lucky that you can use this to contemplation, because for many people they're afraid or they have revulsion, or they don't feel like using it, or they don't know how to use it. But you can use it. It's a very good tool to get rid of your anxiety and worries.
Yeah. I don't know if completely get rid about them, but at least definitely calm them down enough, at least to be able to practice mindfulness and anapanasati. So yes, thank you very much, Ajaan.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hope you be well and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you. Go to Anura from New Zealand. Anura.
Hi, good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for teaching, Ajaan. So I don't have a special question, but I may have one later. One comment is that last week you told me that it's important to get into jhana. So I listened to your teaching again, and then so when I meditate, I try to recall your advice, so that gives me more energy. Yeah, thank you for that, John.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Go to Malaysia with Philip. Philip.
Good evening, Ajaan. Don't have any questions. I'm glad to be listening in.
Okay, Titima from Bangkok.
การนมัสการค่ะพระอาจารย์ don't have any question ค่ะ
Okay, B from Bangkok also. B Ravin.
Hi, good evening, Prajan. Good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you too.
So, Prajan, I just have one question for tonight. I was listening to one of your Dharma discussions where you mentioned the importance of getting into jhana, but I remember you mentioned the importance of the fourth jhana. So may I ask, does that mean that the first, second, and third jhana are more difficult to do contemplation, or it's just the importance of the fourth one being more calm than the other three? That's why you mentioned we should focus on getting to the fourth jhana.
Yes, they are like some place you go, you pass, you don't stay, you don't stop there. You want to stop at your final destination. That's where you have the best feeling from the fourth jhana. Second, third, and fourth, they're still you're still traveling. You haven't got to your destination yet. So you should not be distracted by the result that you get from your first, second, or third. Just keep continuing watching your breath, concentrating on your meditation object. try to still the mind. That's why when you then you won't have to do anything once the mind becomes still. Then you can experience the peace and happiness from this fourth jhana. Not eating the main course. You might have the first, second, third course, but you're waiting for the last course. The first, second, and third are like hors d'oeuvre, is to what you call invite your appetite, get your appetite going. So by the time you get the fourth course, then you're ready to consume it. And sometimes the fourth jhana can come quickly or gradually. It depends on your mindfulness. Sometimes when you start reciting Buddha, watching your breath for a few minutes, it will fall into the straight into the fourth jhana without going through the second or third. So this is not something you can manage, you can control. All you could do is just be mindful of your meditation object and try to stop thinking. Not do any thinking at all.
I see. So that means the first, second, and third, there's still some slight elements of thinking, but once we reach the fourth jhana, it's completely still.
Yes.
The mind.
And it will be easy for you to manage. You don't have to do anything. Just maintain your mindfulness. And you don't have to do anything. Your mantra will disappear. If you're using the breath, it will disappear. You don't have to do any more focusing. But the other stage, you still need to focus on your meditation object. If you don't, you'll stop where you are. Won't get any further. Okay. Anything else?
Not for now, Ajaan. That's a very clear explanation. Thank you so much.
Okay. I see Adeline just came in. Do you want to ask any question? Adeline, okay, Philip, unmute. Can you unmute yet? Okay.
Good afternoon. Good evening, Ajaan.
Yes.
I'm just listening in. There's more time today, so I thought I'd come in and listen.
Haven't seen you for a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good.
You're doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing okay.
Okay, good. I'll go to Sao Paulo. Rebecca, Alfredo.
Hi, Bante.
Hi, how are you?
Good. More or less, take care of my health.
Mental or physical health?
Physical health.
Not mental health.
No, mental is
okay.
Mental is dharma, né, Bante? Mental is practicing.
Yes.
I don't like to talk about jhanas, about second jhana. Is only experience, né, Bante? Second jhana is a happiness. Is a lot of happiness.
Yes, you get more and more as you go up the jhana, you get more happiness.
Yes, jhana is only happiness.
Yes.
And I don't like to talk about. It's only experience, Bante, only experience. For is very difficult. The people's not reach second jhana. The people's not reach. The people's only gains. I understand samadhi, né? Only samadhi, only perceptions that the world is not a good thing to stay, né, Bante?
Mhm.
But it's not negative, né, Bante? It's a reality, né, Bante? It's not a negative thing.
Yes, the world is dukkha.
Yeah, the world is dukkha for peoples that want to continue with the sense of pleasures, né, Bante?
That's right. Because they are anicca, anatta.
Yes, anicca, anatta. This is Dhamma, né, Bante?
Mhm. So you have
This is
to renunciate, give up the world, and go and concentrate on your meditation practice.
yes, nekama, nekama,
Nekamma. Yeah.
nekama.
So you
Yes,
know all
the
these
most of
things.
the other teachers of me, Bante, Otaranayana Sayadaw,
Mhm.
is a very good teacher of Myanmar, né?
Yeah, Sayadaw.
And they say to me, Alfredo, you don't like Nibbana, you don't will like Nibbana. It's very difficult. I think it's truth, né, Bante? Nibbana is not to like. Nibbana is for experience, né?
No, if you practice, eventually you get there. If you don't
Yes.
do, then you'll never get there.
Yes.
So you have to
Yes.
keep pushing yourself forward. Practice more
Yes.
and more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, Bante.
All right. Okay.
Next, tomorrow I will indicate of my surgery.
Okay.
Take the points. Take off the points.
Okay. Take up the thread. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hope everything goes well.
Yes. Thanks.
All right. Go to
And I will you do a dana for other people's, Bante. Dana is very, very difficult.
What's so difficult?
We have said we will be sad when do dana, Bante.
Why? Because you're attached to money.
Yes, Bante. Yes, very attached, very attached.
But you cannot
But
take money.
it's normal, huh?
You cannot take money with you when you go, when you die.
Yes.
But you can take dana with you.
What?
You can take dana with you. The happiness from dana, you can take it with you.
Yes. The peoples prefer dana for bank, Bante, for bank. On bank. Ay. But it's necessary, né, Bante? The other peoples need money, need to money to resolve your problems, né, Bante?
Yes. If you don't have any, then you cannot give any. You have to give it to yourself first. To look after yourself first. But if you have more left, you have more that you don't need, then you can give to dana.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Bante.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go to Louisiana, Doyle, USA. Is this your first time here?
Yes, Ajaan. I met Ajaan when I went to Thailand maybe 5 years ago.
5 years. Where are you in the States?
Massachusetts, Ajaan.
I see. Okay. Did we talk? Did we have a chance to talk?
I haven't been to Ajaan live Q&A before, so this is my first time. I hit at the right time. I'm very excited. But I'm also working, Ajaan. I hope it's not rude if I'm listening to Dhamma talk while I'm working. Is that okay?
It's up to your boss. It's okay with us.
I do have a question, Ajaan.
Yes.
When I meditate, I see beings. The beings also talking to me, Ajaan.
Yes. You should ignore them. You should ignore them.
Ignore them.
They are distraction. and you really
Okay.
don't know whether they're real or not. Maybe it's just the mind creating these images, and they're
Yeah.
there to distract you from your meditation, so you will not be able to achieve your goal. So don't pay any attention to anything that appears during meditation. Just keep concentrating on your meditation object.
Because even when I'm trying to sleep, sometimes Tanajan is start talking to me. So I told him to stop talking to me, then it'll go away.
Okay, you can tell them to go away. That's fine.
Okay. But when I was meditating, this is the first time. Usually I just see them, they don't talk to me. This morning it was talking to me, and I was distracted because I start responding and I go, wait a minute, I'm meditating. I said, you shouldn't be talking to me.
Yes, they cannot harm you, so you don't have to pay attention to them.
Okay, so they can't
They can distract you. They will distract you. That's all.
Okay, but they can't enter my body or
No, nothing. No.
okay.
They cannot cause your mind to to get stressed or anything like that. Unless you react to them, then you might get stressed from your reaction. If you want them to go away and they don't go away, then you can be stressful. But if you just leave them alone, treat them like anicca, dukkha, anatta, natural phenomena.
Okay, Tanajan. I also have one more question, Tanajan. When I go to certain house, there's this one house I haven't stepped foot because the last time I went there, I felt this sense of beings, but it was making me wanna to throw up, making me sick. So I have to leave the house. Is there any advice from Tanajan? I would like to go to that house again because it's my husband grandparents' house, but last time I was there, it was the energy was making me really sick. Like I feel like there is being that.
When you start to feel that they are coming into you, you should start reciting the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto to firm up your mind. If you have mantra, then the thing cannot cause you to have any reaction.
Oh.
Okay, just recite Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. When you feel you start to have bad reaction, then just recite Bhutto. But don't wish them to go away because you cannot force them to go away.
Okay. Okay, Tanajan. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go to Dubai with Aparajita.
Good evening, Tanajan. Yes.
Yes, good evening to you.
I'm just listening and I have been practicing and it feels good. Like I have a little cold and I think it helps when you practice and just say, okay, it's in the body. I don't need to cloud my mind. So just bringing that awareness back is very useful.
That's good. You're using wisdom, separating the mind from the body.
Yes.
The body, sometimes you can control it, sometimes you cannot.
Yeah.
Like when it's getting sick, you cannot stop it from getting sick. But the mind doesn't have to be worried or be sick with the body. Just keep the mind calm with mindfulness or wisdom, then your mind will remain peaceful and calm.
Yes.
Normally, it's our defilement. Every time we experience something bad, something not good, we want to get rid of them. We have this craving, desire. And this craving or desire is the one that causes us to have stress or bad feelings.
Yes.
So you can stop this craving, desire by accepting. Accept that sometimes there's nothing you can do for the body. And then it comes and goes. Everything is anicca, temporarily. Eventually it will disappear, right? Everything come and go.
Very true.
Okay? Look at everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta. If you leave them alone, you won't get any dukkha. But if you try to force them or control them, then you can get dukkha.
Yes, that's very much.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Thank you. Thank
Keep on
you.
practicing. Keep on doing mindfulness. Mindfulness is a good tool. Whenever you start to feel bad, you can use mindfulness to stop it temporarily. And then you can use wisdom to stop it permanently. Okay, good.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Yes.
Go to Penang with Yen So. All this time you never have a question, did you?
Tan Ajaan is a blessing to me, Tan Ajaan again. Yeah. I'm listening, Tan Ajaan. Yeah. No
Okay,
question.
good.
Yeah.
You're a good listener. Okay, Belinda, what about you? Are you a good listener or are you a good questioner?
Not good listener. Also not good questioner.
No question tonight.
No, I don't think
Okay, maybe later.
I don't know how to, I don't know how to ask that. Like very don't know how to put across and I do not know how to.
Okay, and then no problem. If you don't know, then just don't do anything.
Okay.
Okay. Go to Nantali Richardson in Thailand. Pattaya. Are you in Pattaya?
กราบนมัสการเจ้าค่ะพระอาจารย์ Yes, I live in Pattaya. Just listening.
Okay.
สาธุเจ้าค่ะ
Go to Delhi with Rajat. Hi, Rajat.
Good evening, Tan Ajaan. Wonderful to be here on Tuesday evening. And it's getting colder in Delhi. I mean, by our standards. So,
Yeah. This is normal. The weather changes. And there's nothing you can do about. This is how you should look at everything. They keep changing. And they're not under your control. You can accept the weather, right? No matter how cold it is, because there's nothing you can do. So you should try to look at your body the same way, like the weather, or anything that causes you stress. The thing that causes you stress because you think you can do something with them. And when you could not do it, then you feel stressful. The Buddha said everything is anatta. Everything are natural phenomenon.
yes, Tan Ajaan.
Okay.
I have a few questions.
Go ahead.
Well, the first is, I think today is Upasota Day. And how should a layperson practice Upasota?
Well, you should devote all your time on this day to practice the teaching that the Buddha prescribed. Dana, if you can give dana somewhere to someone, then keep the 8 precepts. This is a special day. So you want to keep the 8 precepts and abstain from worldly matters. No working, no worldly pleasure, no sensual pleasure. And then concentrate on your practice, developing mindfulness and meditating. And maybe you can also listening to Dhamma talks or contemplate on wisdom, but if you can. This is what the Bodhisattva Day means. I think it's translated as Observance Day for lay people. But Uposatha actually means a day for monks to come and recite the monastic code, the 227 rules that the monk has to observe. Monk has to keep reviewing this monastic code so they don't forget. Every 15 days, monk has to come and assemble, and then one monk will be the one who will start reciting this 227 rule for other monks to listen to. So that you cannot excuse yourself, say, oh, I forgot, or I didn't know something, you know. But if you have constantly reminded of your monastic code, then you have no excuse for breaking it by saying you don't know. And this is the purpose the Buddha established the Uposatha Day for monks. But for lay people, it's just another observance day in which lay people should stop working altogether. And then if you have a place to go quiet, usually Thai Buddhists would go to a monastery, and then they can give dana to monks and keep the 8 precepts and find a quiet place to practice for 1 day and 1 night. The Buddha wants us to start practicing. And then this is the minimum at the start. Do it once a week. But as you advance, as you find more profitable or beneficial, then you would want to do more yourself. Then you might start to do twice a week, 3 days a week, and so forth. And maybe eventually you want to do it every day. So you might give up your livelihood, give up your way of life as a lay person and go live as a monk or something like that.
Yes, Ajaan. I will try to follow this. I normally do not eat on this day, and
whole day, just not the evening meal.
All day.
All day, you fast all day. That's good. Yes. It can help your practice because your mind will be more alert and mindful.
Yes.
But just don't fast for the sake of fasting. Okay. Fasting is a tool to enhance your mindfulness and help push your practice further. Because if you eat, you feel comfortable, you feel lazy, you might even feel sleepy or drowsy. Then you won't be able to practice mindfulness and meditation.
Yes, Ajaan. I have another question, and it's about sleeping. How should one sleep? I've seen that I completely, lose all my mindfulness, and sometimes I wake up and now, as I said, it's becoming colder. I tend to linger a little longer in bed,
Well,
which I don't think is right.
Before you go to sleep, you should set up your mind that as soon as I'm awake, I will get up right away. No lingering on the bed. And you should sleep about 4 or 5 hours a day. And the way to do this is not to sleep on a comfortable bed. Sleep on hard floor, bed with hard floor, or sleep on the floor. So you don't have too much comfort. That will encourage you to sleep more. As soon as your body has rested 4 or 5 hours, it's enough for resting the body. Then the body will get up, will wake up. And it's up to you. Once you know you have awakened, you should not let your defilement ask for more time to sleep. You should get up as soon as possible, right away. So before you go to bed, you have to set up this goal first, this determination. And as soon as I'm awake, I'll get up right away. So that I can do more practice. If not, you might, after you sleep for 4 or 5 hours, and when you get up, when your body wakes up, your mind still wants to sleep because it's a pleasure. Sleeping is a form of pleasure also.
Yes, it is also one of the nivaranas of sloth, I think.
Yes, sloth and torpor.
Sloth and torpor. I just, if Ajaan, if I can ask you for a little clarification. You just mentioned that, first we use mindfulness to stop something temporarily, and then we move to use wisdom to stop it permanently. Can you please clarify this with an example, if possible?
Because when you use mindfulness, you just stop the action, the defilement action, preventing it from doing anything. By the defilement only works when you think. When you don't think, then the defilement cannot work. You have to think of food before you defilement will have craving for food come up. But if you don't think about food, then craving for food will not come up. So this is mindfulness, using a mantra to stop thinking, for instance. But with wisdom teaches you the truth of consequence of your action. Yeah. If you crave for food, you will be always addicted to food. And when you have no food to eat, you will have dukkha. Or if you eat too much, you can also get dukkha from eating too much. Overweight, and you can get sickness from overeating. So when you see that, eating too much is really harmful to you, or sleeping too much or whatever, then you don't want to do it. And this is way of wisdom, reasoning. Teach your mind the truth of your action and your consequence from your action. That if you go after anything in this world, they are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. They can change, they can disappear. And when they change or disappear, you will feel sad or feel bad. You'll get dukkha. So when you see that whatever you do will in the end produce dukkha, then you say, you better not do it at all. This is wisdom. Like if you, for instance, if you've been drinking a certain drinks and there was no warning from the authority, then one day they discover that the drinks that you drink have cancerous material that can cause you cancer. And as soon as they announce this, you will not want to drink it anymore, right?
Yes. Also, the temptation to eat, sugary things and treats, and go for sensual pleasure all the time sometimes.
That's right. Everything we do is for the sake of sensual pleasure.
Yes, okay.
And sensual pleasure can be painful when you're not able to get it. Like when you're sick, or when you're old, or when you're not able to buy the things that you want to consume. And this can become stressful to you. But if you don't use them, then you're not dependent on them. So when you don't have them, you don't feel anything. You don't feel stressful. Everything is an addiction, really, on the five sensual objects. They are addiction. They are like drugs. Once you consume them, you become addicted to them, and you want to have them all the time. And when you're not able to get them, then you become sad, become depressed, become lonely. Okay, because sensual objects cannot give you contentment. They cannot fulfill your mind with contentment, but they instead creating more desire, more cravings in the mind when you consume them.
Yes, they weaken the mind in every way. They weaken your resolve. They make you lazy.
Yes, they're one of the nirvana, hindrance, sensual pleasure. Enjoy or endow in sensual pleasure. So you want to try to stay away from them. Don't seek pleasure from them. There is a better form of pleasure which is not harmful. That is from your meditation practice.
Yes, Ajahn.
Okay.
Yes.
Any more questions?
No, right now I will
Okay.
try to assimilate this. Thank you, Tanajan.
You're welcome. Intan from Indonesia. You haven't come in since you left Banyan. What happened?
Good evening, Ajahn. Now I'm not well. I'm infected by virus when I was in Bali. So I now not yet practice like I told to Ajahn.
Uh-huh.
Ajahn, I read Ajahn book Beyond Birth. Now I more understand about my condition and I want to follow step by step from that book.
Good. You can do it. You'll get to where I am one day. Because that's how I did it.
Hmm.
Okay.
But I not yet finished that book.
Oh, I see. Just reading it.
Mhm.
Just looking at the map. You
Yeah,
haven't started
yes.
traveling yet. Once you
Yeah.
finish reading, you should start travel.
Mhm.
Or else you
The
won't.
book is very detailed, so I more understand how to do it.
Okay. Understanding is not enough.
Mhm.
You have to practice it.
Yes.
And that's the hard
Thank you,
part.
Ajahn.
Because
Mhm.
your defilement will start to resist you,
Mhm.
put up opposition to you.
Yes.
But you have to think of the Buddha and all his noble disciples.
Mhm.
They're not afraid of obstruction from the defilement. They just keep pushing harder and harder. And then the
Mhm.
defilement will start to retreat eventually.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. You get well now, right? Are you well now?
More better.
Okay. Get well soon.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay. Gary from Singapore.
No questions, just happy to be with you.
Okay. Dr.V, are you still in Thailand, really? You with your parents?
Yes, then I can. So, I have reached
You have to speak louder, cannot hear you.
Okay. Is it better than Ajahn?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So today I just want to give some updates. I have reached Sakonakon, to the monastery that I am planning to stay at and practice there, and currently still processing. Still trying to get the visa, and then my brother has been reordained and will stay here also. And currently, my parents are also staying here for a couple more days to maybe like visit some places here whereby there are some relics. Yeah, so maybe my brother wanna.
You should visit the Ajaan Man's Museum in
Oh yeah.
Sakonakon.
Yes. Tomorrow we are planning to go there. We have visited who's that? Ajahn Ted's museum, Ajahn Fan museum.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Tomorrow we're going to.
Oh, and give you more inspiration.
Yeah. Yes. So perhaps Kuba said want to say something here.
What happened? He reordained right away, quickly.
I can help Pranachan. First, I will say, I'm sorry I cannot fulfill your instructions to stay at least 5 years.
Did you have difficulties or you have problems?
Actually not. Actually, I'm pretty, at least from the feedback from the communities there, and I can see myself, I'm actually progressing pretty well on the curriculums or the educations there. So I have my patimok and the what the duties for the Kuba Ajans. I think I'm pretty well. I'm on the track to become the Upatak, of my teacher, teacher.
Your new teacher, your new teacher.
Yes, yes.
What is his name? Ajaan what?
My new teacher,
Yes.
Lumpo Suchai Anutaro. He's a disciple of Lumpo Put Anio and Lumpo Pan Astro. He used to stay with Lumpo Put at Korat Wat Salawan for about 19 pansa at least. Now
Yes.
he is about 56 pansa.
Okay. And he welcomes you to his monastery, or then you for you.
Yes, he helps me to find my ordination.
And you will have no problem renewing your visa with them.
Yes, everything. He has connection to all the official of the Sangha.
Good. Okay. What did cause you to leave the previous monastery?
So what have become my concern is on externally I can see myself improving, like as being a monk, my skill to live in monastic. I found that I'm pretty well equipped, but I found during the process my heart is deteriorating because I'm dealing with a lot of people as well. And then as I send my mind out to learn a lot of things, a lot of monastic skill set, that's where I found what I come to ordain in the first place, which is just to work on my heart, just get a simple calm, a simple peacefulness, just become more restrained, become a kinder person. This, when I see myself, when I realize that I'm actually going in the opposite directions, even though externally I'm pretty well developed in monastic. Maybe I'm not patient enough because the monastery and the teacher priority is actually to make a competent monk first, like for the first Kanwasa, so that we are able to really have a full competency to become an abbot, to lead actually a temple. And then for Pawana and the inner work, it is like a lifetime works, but he tries to equip us the skill set first, and then with that skill set, then we have our ability to as a monk, and then the rest, the inner work, that will be our lifetime works as well. And he considered the Korwat Patipat, all of these duties supposed to help the inner work as well. I've tried to follow. I mean, I don't bring my personal view of what I should do. I should practice. So I try to really embrace this kind of a different approach. I found for me, at least, my heart actually deteriorates to the level that I'm not ready to let go, that it leads to doubt, because what I have now is not the thing that I want. I become a more competent monk, but what I really want, I just become a decent human being, less defilements, be more patient, be more kind. This is where I lost it. So the trade-off, I just cannot take it. So I decided, because I cannot change the place, cannot practice at least at that place, because it involves so many people. The place is not tailor-made, like these people can do some exception practice. The place is too large to accommodate it things. So I decided this is not for me, and I find a place where I think it's more aligned with what I'm seeking for, which is just to solve my inner problem first, and then afterwards, yeah, I can give my life to Sasana later on. But this is just a matter of priority. it's my consideration.
And does this new monastery allow you to do more practice than other things?
Yes, so far at least the way the teacher here is embodying what I want to be. That like he's kind, he treats, yeah, he is like a role model as a source inspiration for me as a monk. So
And you think you'll be able to do more meditation here?
I don't think it will be what is it more meditations as a time, because this is a small monastery. Right now there is only the teacher and one samanera to count all the duties of the monastery. So I think the responsibility cannot be avoided, but at least the environment, because it's a more tight environment. Whereas at the my previous monastery, it's like 150 monks that come from various backgrounds with various motives. So the community, the day to day, is like I'm back to a company working basically just in a monastery settings, where there are a lot that really riles up the defilements, even though doing the monastic duties. But here, with less people, I think this aspect at least can be reduced, because I found actually the duties of monastery is not a hindrance, but the involvement with so many people with just like really just like my office work, basically just a different kind of
work. So you like a place like Kauchion when you were here. You have nothing to do but practice.
yes, that will be my ideal place. Actually, I found one when I'm looking for the next place. First I come to Wat Yan, and then I just accept the reality right now. And then I'm going to Chang Wat Nan, where I found when I looked for the teacher from the Sai Luang Por Cha, a Westerner that also embody or share the same value like Tan Ajaan, like Vivek, exclusion, and then just focus on Bhavana, not much people, not much external works. But unfortunately, at that place, the dynamics is also this similar like Wat Yan, but it's on the beginning phase. So I cannot get any ordination, or the place is not suitable. The teacher said that it's just real of this place. So I'm moving to looking to Kanchanaburi, to several monastery, and then I found one that exactly like Kauchion. I can do there is a Kuba Ajaan as well there, and the community is only about 7 to 8 months. So and I can do the Ekasan, the meditation as well. There is a support for that. The only reason that I don't take that opportunity is because there is some intersection with my previous monastery and previous teacher, even though it's very indirect relations. But I found that it might be a concern in the future. So I don't want to be a burden or put them in the difficult positions. Therefore, I forfeit that, and then I take Mechi Vili. And then when I found here, this is a really well, and I can make use of the skill set that I learned from my previous monastery. Now it's really being needed at this monastery. So I found that so far, well, I'm here already, and I really want to fulfill Ajaan's instruction. I don't want to move anywhere. Really kick out these defilements of restlessness for good. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm not.
Trying to find the right place and stick to it.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good for your, thanks for your update. I hope it sounds good here where you are. If there's no other monks, just you and your teacher and the samanera. So there won't be too much external work for you to do. So you have more time to practice mindfulness and meditation. Okay. How are your parents? Are they happy with your reordination?
Yeah. Fine, Tarantan. Bahagia, happy, happy, very,
Okay.
very happy.
Good. And your sister will also stay in the same monastery you are now.
Yes, she will stay here. Actually, this is her connections. Through her connections that I managed to stay in this place. Even though now I'm with my teacher and then I'm already kind of. But with this, all the duties, administrational concerns can be dealt more easily and also give our parents more peace of mind because at least they know both of us in the same place, so we can they know if something happened, one of if either of us problem, there will be relatives.
Actually,
Whereas,
you should tell them to forget about you both. Then they won't feel any worry or anything. Just leave them alone. Leave the children alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. But parents cannot do that, right? Parents always worry about their children. Even if they're 50-year-old, they still worry about them. Okay, anything else would you like to say or ask?
oh, so my mother asked, is it good for the parents to support their son, which is me, to disrobe from my previous ordination?
Well, it's not good to what you call to convince or to make monks disrobe, because being a monk is the best occupation.
Maybe more precise is basically they don't convince or persuade me in any way, but they just facilitate me to disrobe. Like they basically just leave it to me and then whatever.
If once it's your decision to disrobe, then it's not their fault. They just facilitate because they still consider you to be their son. So they want to help you in that whatever way that will make you feel good. Except not breaking the precept by doing it. That's all. But she should not encourage you or say, "Oh, you shouldn't be a monk. You should disrobe and have a family, and when I die, you can have my inheritance," or something like that. Then this is not good for to say or do.
No, they don't do anything like that.
Okay. They should support your ordination. They should support your monkhood. Okay.
Ajaan, I want have a question. Why, if I sit in meditation or walking meditation, cannot stop thinking, Ajaan?
And not what? Can you speak louder?
Oh, if I sitting meditation or walking meditation, why I stop my thinking in meditation It's running, and running.
Because you're not mindful. See, you have to be mindful with your walking, or you have to be mindful with a mantra. If you just walk and not having mindfulness to stick with something, then your mind can go run around, think about a lot of things. So when you walk doing walking meditation, you either have to watch your step, or you have to recite the mantra Bhutto Bhutto all the time. And in the beginning, since your mindfulness is not strong enough yet, you will still have thoughts coming in. But as you develop more mindfulness, then the less thought will come in eventually. So just keep being mindful whatever you do, not only just when you do walking meditation. You should be mindful from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep, either reciting a mantra or keep watching what your body is doing. Then when you practice walking meditation or sitting, you'll find that you don't have much thought to disturb you. Okay? Be mindful from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Don't be without mindfulness. If you can do this, then your practice will move forward very rapidly. It's your lack of mindfulness that keeps you from going forward. Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Ananta.
All right. Hope everybody is happy. And see you again sometime in the future.
Thank you,
Thank
Ananta,
you,
so much.
Ajaan. And maybe
Okay.
we don't follow the meeting to the end because my parents would have happened. So we also want to take a leave.
I cannot hear you.
We also want to ask for a leave because maybe our parents cannot join the meeting till the end.
Yeah, you can leave anytime you like. As soon as you ask your question, if you have to go doing something else, you're welcome. No problem at all.
Thank you, Ananta.
Okay. Next, we'll go to Vancouver, Sri and Czech.
Greetings, Ajaan.
Greeting, Ajaan.
How are you both? Good? Happy?
Good.
Okay.
Ajaan, I understand that you want us to achieve like fourth jhana. Is there any beneficial for first, second, third jhana?
Yeah, but they're not enough. Like eating the appetizer, not the main course. You want to go eat the main course, right?
Yes.
But they are appetizer. They will, it will start your saliva and your stomach juice coming out. So be ready to consume the main course.
Oh, okay.
But you have to go through them first before you can get to the fourth anyway. Sometimes your mindfulness is very strong, you can skip them, then you can go from first to fourth.
Oh.
Like falling from a high place and then become completely still.
Oh, okay. But if not, then our mind is developed in a way that from a first step, second, third, then go to fourth.
It depends on your mindfulness, the strength of your mindfulness. And sometimes you cannot say which way it's going to happen. Just let it happen. But the goal is to get to the fourth. Okay.
Thank you, Ajaan.
And you check anything?
Just now you said we cannot take our money with us when we die, but we can take the dana with us.
Yes, the happiness from dana, the happiness from giving. This will stick with your mind, go with your mind.
The happiness stay with them.
Yes, because it hasn't yet produced the result. So it can only produce the result when the body dies. And this happiness will then support your mind to go to heaven, make your mind heavenly.
Oh.
Because you have a good feeling going with you, happiness going with you.
Oh. But if I already forgotten about all that I've done,
Yeah,
like
it doesn't matter. It's contained in your mind automatically. You don't have to remember it.
oh, you don't have to remember the deed. You
Because
just
it keeps your mind happy already.
oh,
You don't have to remember the good or bad karma. Once you do it, it produces a result right away. Makes your mind happier or sadder. It depends on your karma that you do.
oh,
A
right
sad
away.
mind go to hell, a happy mind go to heaven.
Mm.
But then after you have consumed this happiness in heaven or hell, then it will expire. Then you will have to come and reborn as a human again.
Oh,
And then you will have to do more good or bad karma again.
human mind is neutral.
Human mind is like a depository for good or bad karma, for
Oh,
happiness or dukkha.
oh. Depository.
Like Fort Knox, they put the gold in the Fort Knox.
What is that?
You know, the gold in the US, they put in a place called Fort Knox.
Is
Where
that
all
a
that's where all the gold that the US has is being kept.
oh. I didn't know.
You didn't know that, Fort Knox.
Oh.
Go search for the Fort Knox in the Google.
Oh, Fort Knox. Okay.
Knox, Knox, Knox.
Oh,
Fort, Fort.
oh, okay. This is where the gold is being
Yeah.
kept.
Like the gold belonging to the US government.
Oh.
I'm not sure if they move it to a new place yet or not, but the last time I heard it was in Fort Knox. How many years ago already?
Right. But our mind can also take the garbage, right? Like it
That's
can
right.
take over us.
If you think bad, you're creating garbage in your mind. If you think
Yeah.
good, you're creating good things in your mind.
Mm.
And this thing can affect your well-being or your ill-being,
Mm.
your mental health.
Yeah. Mental health is far superior than physical health, Ajahn.
Well, they last longer. They don't expire with the death of the body. They continue to give you, to affect your mind, either happy or sad. When you don't have the body to give you good feeling, then you need the good or bad, the good karma that you have done during when you were alive to give you the good feeling instead.
Mm. I really love the video, the short video you just posted about death, like what preparation for death. I think it's a Thai session, but you answer in English, and it's been um edited and put on the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the about preparation for death. That's a very nice.
It's like getting ready to travel. See, when you die, you move on to the next world. So you have to prepare your your suitcases, your visa, your money, exchange your money, or get your credit card with you. If you don't, then you go like a refugee. See? That's what dana is. The wealth you can take with you, the money, the credit card. Without them, you'll be like a refugee. They won't let you enter the country. They'll let you stay at the border and stay in refugee camp.
Oh, wow. Love that.
So then Ajahn, like dana, it's kind of like credit card. But how about for those people who are meditators?
A
What do they bring?
meditator, they'll go to a higher realm, go to higher, more happiness. But it's still like dana, but it gives you more happiness.
But then when they are reborn and then to become human, like, will they care, like, for those people who do a lot of dana, they carry the wealth with them. But for those meditators, when they become human, what did they bring with them?
When they go or when they come back?
When they come back.
When they come back, they don't bring anything back, but except the way to get more jhana. So when they return as human, they will then be practicing dana, practicing meditation, whichever one you used to do, you come back and do it, continue to do it again, because that's the way it makes you happy. If you're happy with giving dana, when you die, after you come back, you will continue to give dana. If you're happy with meditation, when you come back, you will meditate. That's why some people ordain and some people don't ordain. Some people give dana, some people meditate. Because it becomes a habit.
Oh.
Habit.
Like if you used to drink a certain type of drinks, you always come back and order that drinks, right? If you like Coke, you always order Coke. You never order other things.
That's me. But some people keep changing.
Of course, maybe that's the habit. They want to keep changing.
Oh.
That's why people are different, because we have different preferences. Okay. All right, we'll go to another couple, also in Canada, Toronto. Dr. Piao and Dr. Indira.
How are you, Bhante?
How are you, Bhante?
Very
Good
good,
morning
thank
from
you.
Toronto. You're welcome. I have a question, Tanajan. Like when a person is in jhana, like when you enter the first jhana, you know you're in the first jhana in that blissful state. And also the fourth jhana, it's kind of complete stop and the equanimous state. But in between, how would one know that you get to the second or the third jhana? Like how would you?
You don't really, you just keep focusing on your meditation object. And then maybe after you come out of meditation, then you can review the different feeling that arises during your meditation. You say, oh, this is when I get rapture, this is when I get happiness, this is when I get ubeka, equanimity.
Yes.
It doesn't tell you you're in the first jhana. Like the elevator this day, they tell you you're on the 7th floor.
So you pass the exams and you go back to your notes again.
Yeah, just to review what happened. When you,
how did you pass it?
But when you do meditation, you don't do it, because if you do, you won't get anywhere, because you won't be concentrated.
Yes.
So because you're not allowed to writing the exam, you're not allowed to look at your notes.
So when you meditate, you're not allowed to review what stage are you in now. If you do, you get stuck right there. You won't be able to go forward, because you're not
You're thinking that
concentrating.
means you're checking a tick box.
Absolutely.
You're not concentrating on your meditation object anymore.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's why.
That's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of people who study the scripture before, when they meditate, they want to to know exactly where they
Tick
are.
box.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes, he always talks about this. So I used
No,
to-
I think it's like a tick box. I think it's too much knowledge interference with your practice. I think at that stage, so you let go. So,
Also, I have another question, Tanajan. Now, at the time of death, so now when you do good things, you have given lots of dana, it's all there, like even though you don't have to remember. Now in Sri Lanka, they say you to keep a thing called a ping potter, like the good things you do to write so that somebody can read at the time of death. But I think it's a hindrance because at the time of death, it's the last thought that comes to your mind that takes you to the next destination. So I feel that if somebody reads these things, would it be a hindrance? Like it's better for you to be quiet and silent and your mind to do, like, because if you've been good and you've done a lot of good, you've given donations, anyway, it's embedded in your mind, isn't it,
Yes.
Tanajan?
All the good and bad karma contains in your mind. The result of your good or bad karma stay in your mind in the form of good feeling or bad feeling.
Yes, yes.
So when you die, it is this good feeling and bad feeling will battle it out. Which one is stronger? If your good feeling is stronger than your bad feeling, then you go to heaven. If your bad feeling is stronger than your good feeling, then you go to hell.
Yes, I understand. Thank you so much.
You don't need to keep a
diary.
Diary.
Yeah, I know. No, we don't. But a lot of times when we go for to listen to Dhamma talks, a lot of monks mention that. So I always wanted to ask you about this because I always felt it's better to be quiet and peaceful and let your mind do the work than.
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you so much.
These are habits like embedded in the mind, I guess, during this life. Now, when you die suddenly, say for example, I think you answered this question partially. I guess do these habits, the nature of the habits are transmitted to the next life. So these are like the immediate next life, or like it could be our habits.
Every life. They don't die with the body. They stick with the mind.
Yes.
If you used to do something when you were born as a human, you would do that something again. If you don't like something, you will continue to dislike that something again. Look at yourself. Sometimes you don't have to be people to tell you what to like or not to dislike, right? And your like and dislike is not the same with your wife either.
No.
Okay.
And I got corona. She didn't get corona. I got sick. Like I got COVID again. This is the second time.
Yes.
And I looked after him. I did everything, but I tested negative.
I think I had bad karma. She had good karma. She had good thoughts. I had bad thoughts. Anyway, I recovered. I took the medication. So as a good patient.
When you get sick, it doesn't have to do with karma. It's just how well you look after your body.
Yeah.
You can call that good karma, but it's not past karma.
Yeah.
It's your present karma that's causing your body to get sick or to have good health. This is more depend on your new karma, your present karma.
Yeah, I think nowadays, like a lot of patients do come. We don't have the mask rule anymore, so they do come and to the office. So with the COVID, a lot of them. So sometimes test in the office and it's positive. So they say, no, I have a cold. So sometimes it's very hard to, it's like going to the battle, like the war, you're going to get hit with bullets.
Yeah. But fortunately, it's not as not harmful as before.
No,
I took the, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true.
But I also took the medication. There's a medication available now called Paxlovid. So the 5-day treatment, I think within 2 days I was negative. So which is good.
Good.
Yeah. So that worked out. Thank you so much. I will we'll let you go and I will come back if there is time.
Thank you so much, Ajaan. Teruan Saranai.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Okay, we have Ivira. Are you Avira? If I spell your name correctly, if I pronounce your name correctly,
มีดาสวัสดีค่ะ
อยู่ที่ไหน? Where are you from?
อยู่พัทยาค่ะท่านอาจารย์
You want to ask any question?
No, I just want to listen. Thank you.
Oh, okay, Mira. Okay.
Mira.
How are the children? Okay.
Yes, all good. Thank you very much.
Everybody happy.
Everybody happy. Yeah.
Okay. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, you can join us anytime you like. Every Tuesday night.
Yeah, I join every video on Facebook, but it's not. I don't know where to get the password all the time, so I just watching on YouTube because I'm not asking it. I have many questions, but not something that I would like to ask, like
In public.
yes.
Okay. You can send in question to the comment in your Facebook or YouTube, and don't ask them not to mention your name.
Thank you, Ha. Thank you.
Okay. Hope everybody is happy and continue to be so.
Yes. Hope you well too.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Good to see you. Okay. Bye bye. Go to Alvin. Alvin from Malaysia.
Good evening, Tan Ajaan. I haven't got any question in the moment. Just listening. Thanks, Tan Ajaan.
Okay. Yeah, Vela. Okay. Alexa Aroka. You change your name into Vela? Oh.
Hello, teacher. You listen me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Hello, teacher. Hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for accepting me. No, that's my email. And I was a candle designer in the beginning of the 2001, and that's the email I have since then. And Vela mean the candles. I had the industry of candles before, and then I keep the same email. And Aroka is my back name, you know, huh? Aroka,
Yes.
yeah, Panama Lapa.
That's right.
Nice to see you, teacher.
Did you just come in?
Yes, I just I tried before. I had some troubles with the Zoom because they are always innovating and things like that. And but you know, as you and me, we are kind of childs in that field of cybernetic AI intelligence, and we have some. We was not born with the when we was born that was not there, huh? So then sometimes I have some difficulties, like the other laptop. I had no question mark, so I have to assume what I said, otherwise I could not communicate. This kind of things, you know, come between, but it is a ninja also.
Yes, everything is a ninja.
Yes, it's a ninja in Dukkha, if you understand it, if I understood it well. It's therefore is for me it's good karma, bad karma is the same, because yesterday I was very sick and I follow the steps of Ajaan. I didn't take medicine, so I could take aspirin, and then all the feelings was gone away. But thanks you that shared it also, because I didn't have it before this text. So even when he was dying, they put him with the belly up. He turned halfway on the side, you know, because it's amazing. Huh? If you know that you have to be on the side, on the right side, the lion position, and all those monks around didn't consider it, you know, and he was dying and he turned in the position. That means that for me, it's a very good example of experience. You know, he knew more than he knew that when they try to, by out of compassion, please take this medicine, take that medicine, take that medicine. And he said, no, I go with Dhamma, I go with my karma, I go with, but his understand about the Dhamma was far deep than many of their companions. And that's the way we teach, because now he's gone so long time ago and learning with his experience. So I didn't took any medicine. And I said, just, it's a nidya, so it's not suffering, because happiness is also like this. You hear a good news, and next day is different.
Yes, everything keeps changing all the time. That's
My
an
nea, said Ajaan Chah. Yeah.
Nothing is definite. Nothing is
No,
certain.
that's it. And if we keep meditating, so we may be a little bit discomfortable, but not sad in the spirit, like depressive. We don't come to depression anymore, you know.
Because you don't expect anything. You don't expect anything.
No, you just follow. You do it. Like
Yeah.
you tell me to go to the bush, you know, because I have a question. Then you mean that you said something like, if I remember it good, recall it good, it was that the ones who get enlightened was in the bush.
Yes, most enlightened people, they became enlightened in the forest.
The very most, let's say 95% at least.
That's right. Because that's a very conducive place for practice. Quiet, no one disturb you.
Although you can have a monastery facilities, you can go maybe into the fourth jhana, you can get to the transition point, but for true, you have to deconstruct the word, right? So a monastery is a building, it's more close to the mind, you know. That's how I understand. I'm asking you if that's correct. So even in the monastery, you have to go to the bush.
Unless the monastery you're in is a bush itself already, so you don't need to go.
Okay, my brother gave me invitation to go to Amazon, and he have invested in a land there that he don't gonna use. He plant trees, huh? He buy farms who was for cattle, and he plant trees. So he repopulate it. But then he made investment long years ago in a very nice land in the middle of the bush, and he invited me, and he's inclined toward spirituality, very deep, because he has gone through cancer now, 3 years, 4 years of drama. So he saw that body goes away. So I find that's the right place to be, because he start to listen to me. It don't disturb him. He tell me what's going on or how he's changing, and I find in the Dhamma, how Dhamma explained this. So he start to listen. So it's not that I have a people, that's not this, but a companion. Is that correct, or is that attachment for the family?
I don't know how to answer your question, because I don't quite understand your question.
Yeah, I was not questioned. I start to make a movie in my head. But the thing is that I find that's the way I have to go to Amazon. Then I plan to go to Brazil in 3 months. Until then, I can meditate every day.
Okay. Whatever is good for you, do it.
I don't gonna move now. I'm gonna fix the documentation, and I come back here, because here this is stable, so I can go on with meditation. But that's the right move, right, teacher, to go to the bush?
Yes,
or do you?
It's good to go to a quiet place to meditate, away from all the distraction of the sensual objects, sensual pleasure. Don't go stay near where there are sensual pleasures, like going to bars and movie houses and places like that. They're not good place to meditate. Good place to meditate is in the forest or in the cemetery, because there's a place where nobody goes to, and no one can disturb you. See.
Yeah, I think there is no internet too, but there is a village. So that's what the monks who go to the bush, sometimes they go to the village, right? Once in the week or every day for the food. But when they want to make a fasting, then they go. Then my experience in the monastery without internet and everything, you go meditate or you cannot stay there.
Why cannot you stay there?
If you don't meditate in the monastery, because the word come to hook you out.
Yes, once you ordain, you should continue meditating, or else your defilement will overwhelm your mind and get you to this road.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Nice talking to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
All right. Go to Viana, Charlotte from Indonesia, I think. Surabaya.
Ajaan.
Can you speak louder, please?
Yeah, my name is Ajaan. I want to ask about what's the differences of the wrong view that has been destroyed by the Sotapanna about the self view and the self alone by the Arahant.
What are the difference between them?
Between the wrong view that has destroyed by Sotapanna and the destroying of the self by the Arahant.
I don't quite understand your question. Can you repeat what's the difference between an Arahant and a Sotapanna?
It's about the wrong view about the self.
Oh, see, a Sotapanna can see that there's no self in the body, but he still see there's a self in the mind. But with an Arahant, he doesn't see any self in anything, in the body or in the mind. Okay. Is that all? Okay, thank you. I'll go to Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo from Uruguay. I haven't seen you for a while.
Hello. Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you again.
Mhm.
I'm fine, I'm better. My health was not good, but now I'm okay. And I'm happy to see you fine also.
Good. Can I help you today with anything?
I'm just listening. I'm happy to be with all the Sangha from all around the world. So thank you.
Are you still living secluded, alone, or?
Yeah, I'm alone in Bella Vista and I'm alone. Yeah, trying to practice.
Good. You don't have to join any retreat for your practice now.
No, I can.
You can do it
Depends
on
on
your
me. Right.
You can do on your own now. You know what to do
Yes.
and how much to do. You don't need somebody to set up the schedule for you.
Right.
The more, the better.
With your guidance and your words, reading every day on Facebook, that's my guide. And for me, sometimes it's like a lie that we make excuses because we don't have the right conditions, but the right conditions are here and now. I
That's right,
think.
all the time. It's always here. But we find
Yeah.
excuses to make it not right. Either it's too hot or it's too cold, or whether you're too tired or too hungry, too thirsty, you don't feel well. These are all the excuses the defilement will put up to stop you from practicing.
Right. Well,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, thank you, Ajaan. I'm very happy to be here
Yeah,
again.
you're welcome. Happy to see you again. Will you be coming back to Thailand again anytime soon?
Yes, I hope. Not in January, but maybe on March or April. I think I will be there
With your
again.
wife?
Yes.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
We are very happy to be there, and both of us, we feel very comfortable, and it's like our spiritual home. That's sure.
Good. Come back again whenever you can.
Okay. Yes, I will. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll go to Singapore now with Sulan. Sulan, what's happened? You have to put on a mask. Are you in some place required?
Oh yeah, down with COVID, but I just recovered.
I see. Is this the first time or second time?
Second time.
Second time already.
Yeah.
But it's not severe. You mild.
Just keep coughing.
Mhm.
Coughing.
Anything you would like to ask?
Oh, I want to join for today. Yeah. And listen to your Dhamma talk.
Okay. Try to stay calm. Don't worry about the body. You know, you cannot force the body to get well or not get well. You just have to give it the proper attention, medicine, and that's it.
Yes, yes.
That's all you can do. How soon it's gonna get well? This is not something you can control. So you don't want to get sick with the body. Let the body get sick alone. The mind gets sick when the mind wants to control the body.
Oh yes, yes. I realize I keep on sleeping, wanting to sleep during this period too.
Yeah, that's a good time to really do nothing because you cannot do anything. You can sleep all day.
Yeah.
So getting sick has some advantages. You don't have to go to work. You can sleep all day, sleep late, get up late, eat as much as you want.
Yeah, the benefits of being sick.
Yeah. So you always want to look at the good side of life. Everything, there's always two sides to a story. All right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go to questions from Facebook, from YouTube, and from email now. Do we have any?
Yes, we have 10 questions so far this evening. The first 6 questions are from Assistant Gmail, and they're all from Samanji. The first question is, this question is regarding meditation. If we find it difficult to concentrate on breath during meditation, and if our mind continues to go further away from the breath focus, what can we do?
You can use the mantra instead. If the mantra doesn't work, then you have to do some chanting. Chant some verses and keep chanting until your mind come back and able to watch the breath. Then you can watch the breath again. Or if you find chanting is useful for you, you can calm your mind and make your mind free from restlessness or agitation. Then you can keep using chanting as a way of meditating also.
Question 2. Do we need to practice metta meditation or supha meditation first before focusing on anapanasati meditation?
No, you don't need to. You need to practice mindfulness first. If you don't have enough mindfulness, you will not be able to watch your breath. Why Asupa and Metta is for specific use. Like when you're angry at somebody and it prevents you from meditating, then you have to use Metta. You have to forgive the person that caused you anger. And if you have any sexual desire, then you have to use Asupa to calm down your sexual desire. Then you can come back and meditate. But if you don't have these issues, then there's no need to do any of this contemplation. But you might need to do a lot more mindfulness and with any meditation practice. You have to do more mindfulness before you come in and meditate. If you start to come in and develop meditation and mindfulness at the time of meditation, you won't have strong enough mindfulness to calm your mind.
Question 3, should we discontinue meditation if we continuously get disturbing thoughts during meditation and start it after a while?
Well, if you find it impossible for you to continue, then you just have to stop. But there's a way that you can continue, but whether you want to do it or not. Now you can use the mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, or you can go through the 32 parts of the body, reciting the name of the body part, hair of the head, hair of the nail, and keep doing it repeatedly until your mind becomes calmer and wants to continue to meditate. The mantra will always solve a lot of this problem.
Question 4, a reader of mine said she continues to get disturbing thoughts of opportunities that she had lost in her life during meditation. What advice do you have to offer to such people who find it difficult to concentrate on meditation practice due to a disturbing past event?
Well, the problem is they don't have much mindfulness. So when they meditate, they cannot prevent the mind from thinking about other things. So one way to fix this problem is to do more mindfulness before you meditate. And then when you meditate, you still have disturbing thought, then you should switch from watching the breath to using the mantra instead, or do some chanting instead, until this disturbing thought stop coming in. Then you can come back and just watch your breath again.
Question 5, when it comes to animals, just like human beings, some are better off than others. For example, zoo animals lead miserable lives with restricted freedom, while the animals live in the wild live a carefree life. Does an animal living in a zoo with limited freedom have to suffer thus due to a bad karma that it had performed in a previous birth?
It depends on how you look here. Sometimes being in a cage is good, you're protected, and you're provided with food. But if you live in the wild, then you have to look for your own food, and you have to look after your life, because you might end up being eaten up by some other animal. So it's just a matter of how you look. And good or bad karma sometimes doesn't have anything to do with this situation. It just happened to be happening, like being in the wrong place at the wrong time or something. But the way to solve this problem is to accept your lot. If you're in the cage, accept it, then you won't feel any stress. If you live in the wild, just accept it.
Question 6, there is a view that animal rights activists cannot do much to make the lives of the suffering animals better, because those animals are born to live like that. Is it true? Can humans do anything to make the animal lives better?
Yes, you can help some of them, but you cannot help all of them. Like some have dogs, they living with them, they take care of the dogs or cats and so forth. So you can only do so much.
The next questions are from Facebook. The question is from Tanik. Hi, Bante, how to observe the Kilesa and not listen to them?
Oh, you cannot observe them now yet. You don't have the strength to not let them influence you. You have to practice mindfulness first and meditation to get into the fourth jhana. Once you get that, then you will have the tools to deal with your defilement when they come up. You can stop them.
The next question is from Terry Shi. Good evening, Tanajan. What is moral virtue and how can a layperson practice it to perfection?
It's abstaining from killing, from stealing, from committing adultery or sexual misconduct, and from lying. These are the morality.
The next questions are from Pauline Soon. Can Ajahn explain how to recite Putto, Putto, Putto in meditation practice? Maybe breathe, inhale, put, and toe, exhale. And for walking meditation, put, step right leg, toe, step left leg. Is that correct?
You can do that, or you can do just the mantra alone without having to watch your breath or watch your step. You don't have to link them together. You can walk and just recite Bhutto, Bhutto. The goal is to prevent your mind from thinking about some other thing. Or if you're watching your breath, you don't have to link it with Bhutto. But if you want to link with them, it's okay also. But it can become cumbersome or burdensome. Not doing it alone. Doing alone is much more easy.
The last question is from Aun. Hi, Ajahn. I'm Aun from Penang. Please, Ajahn, explain about what the Buddha said. Whatever is subject to origination is all subject to cessation. And how do we apply this to meditation practice?
This is wisdom, see. In wisdom practice, you have to see everything as temporarily. Things happen, things come and go. So this is what to see the changing nature of things. Everything don't last forever. If they have a start, they will have an ending somewhere down the road. This is anicca.
That is all, Ka.
Okay. Okay, we have some more time left. Anybody should like to comment or ask any more question, you're welcome to raise your hand and unmute your microphone. Do we have anybody? Okay, one, PR.
Sadhu, I'm wondering now when we talk of the Noble Eightfold Path, I mean, that is the path that leads to Samma Samadhi, which are defined as the 4 jhanas. So we need to work on the Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kamanda Ajiva, and so on, till we get to Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. That is the culmination of the path, with the Samadhi being the 4 jhanas. Now, when you talk about Samma Ditti, what exactly that means? Because Venerable Sariputta has given many different ways to arrive at Samma Ditti in one of the sutras called Samma Ditti Sutta. Is it many ways? But obviously there must be one way which is easier, like maybe looking at the from the first description is like the akusala mula, like looking at the what are the akusala and the 10 akusala it talks about, and then lobha desha moha. So having the view of this akusala mula, is it the main way, or I mean maybe the other list is just added to complete the list, like 4 noble truths and so on, the four nutriments. There's a long list, but I believe the first one is the most important, looking at the akusala mula and lobha desha. This is like a view of having that, okay, and then samma, then comes samma sankappa, the right intention of that, and then the speech comes after that. How do you look at that, the right view in you, how this way?
Well, the Noble Truth, the Eightfold Path. The purpose of the Eightfold Path is to get rid of your dukkha, see. And so you have to have the view which cause your dukkha. And there are 2 causes. One is your cravings. when you crave, you start to have dukkha. And another cause of your dukkha is your bad karma. When you do bad karma, you get bad feelings. You have dukkha from doing bad karma. So this is the right view in the Noble Eightfold Path. Just to know the causes of your dukkha, your suffering, your mental suffering, and they're just two of them really. One is your cravings. The second is your bad karma. So once you know the causes, then you start to think that I should then remove this bad karma and remove this craving. How do I do it? By right action. When you do right action, you are stopping bad karma. Right speech, you stop your bad karma from doing bad karma. And then you also have to have right livelihood. You don't want to hurt other people when you make a living. And you don't kill or steal in order to make a living. So this is right livelihood. And this will take care of the cost that caused by your bad karma. But then there's another cause that caused you to have dukkha is your cravings. And this has to depend on the right exertion. To practice mindfulness, to exert on mindfulness, to develop mindfulness and to develop jhana. Once you have mindfulness and jhana, then you can stop your cravings when they come up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, is that clear enough?
Yes.
Thank you, Ajaan.
So just remind yourself that your mental stress arises from your bad karma and arises from your cravings. The three cravings: craving for sensual pleasure, craving for being, and craving for not being. When they come up, you have to stop them right away. Then there will be no dukkha.
So that's the right view, in other words.
Yes. So then all your thought, your right thought will be thinking of removing these causes of your dukkha. If bad karma is your cause of dukkha, then you have to stop doing bad karma. And you have to keep the precept.
So with the view, you have the intention. With the intention, you get the speech, and so on and so on.
Yes. And you have to exert yourself in meditation practice, developing mindfulness and jhana.
Yes.
Once you might have jhana, then you can stop the defilement as soon as they come up.
Temporary though.
No, permanently, because you have right view. You know the cause of it. But if you don't have right view, then you only stop them temporarily. This is what happened during the time before the Buddha's enlightenment. People know how to stop their stress, but they only do it in jhana. But when they come out of jhana, the stress returns.
Yeah.
Because they didn't stop the cause of the stress, which is craving.
So in other words, Four Noble Truths, I think the view of the Four Noble Truth, I think the
That's
important.
right. That's the right view. Okay.
Very clear.
Yes.
Sadhu.
Okay. More questions from YouTube or Facebook?
Yes, we have one question that just came in from Kok Boon. Dear Tanajan, just curious, is it correct to say that before one attains Aryahood, the yogi has to experience Upekkha and Appanasamadhi? Both are samatha. Then only after coming out from Appanasamadhi, the mind will automatically switch to Vipassana. Thank you.
Yes, in order to become enlightened, you need to see the Four Noble Truths or the three characteristics of existence. Then you can stop your dukkha from arising.
That is it, Ka.
Okay. Anybody else? We have about few more minutes left. Okay, looks like nobody has any question. So I would like to call this meeting to an end for today. Thank you for your participation. I hope this meeting is beneficial for you and can inspire you to do more practice, encourage you to continue on with the path. So if all goes well, first I have to say, stay safe, stay healthy, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
กราบสาธุ
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu.
Tanajan.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you,
Thank you,
Anand.
Adnan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.